On occasion, a developer needs to move just a project without the rest of its package elements. Copying just the Visual Studio project is not sufficient to do this because the Visual Studio project does not actually contain the elements it references in its structure on the file system. So to perform this kind of element movement, we use a special file type called an AXPP file. In this demonstration, we're going to look at how to import an AXPP file, and we're also going to add an element to the project that we import from the file. To do the import, I will go to the Dynamics 365 menu and select Import Project. I get a file dialog that asks me for the path I'm loading the file from and the destination location I want to save my new project to. We get some other options that I'll talk about in a moment. First, let's click the ellipsis to select the source location. And I've already pre-populated the path, and we see we have the Development Basics FMS project file to load. I'll click Open to populate the path in the previous screen. Moving on to the project file location. This was defaulted in by the system. It's the default location for projects in Visual Studio. You can configure this to whatever path you want. I'm going to leave this as is. Taking a look at the settings, we see we have an Overwrite Elements option. This option specifies whether we want to automatically overwrite any existing elements in the AOT if there's overlap with elements in the project. I'm going to leave this box unchecked as I want to be prompted if there are any overwrite scenarios. We also get the option to choose how we want to store our project in a solution. We can go with no solution, create a new solution, or use an existing solution. For this example, I'm going to use a new solution. And then lastly, I'm going to inspect the details of the file that I'm importing. So we can see we have the project structure. We also have a Development Basics FMS file. This is the model manifest. If the target system didn't contain the Development Basics FMS model, it would be created as part of this import. At the bottom, we see we also have an element from the project, the DB vehicle table. I'll click OK to perform the import operation. And we see that the solution is now created and contains our project along with the element that was specified in the import tree. We also see that the project has been associated with the Development Basics Fleet Management Scenarios model as expected. Now we're going to create a new element in our project. To do this, I right-click on the project and select Add, and then New Item. And for this example, we're going to add a new enum. We can see I've already highlighted the data types category of objects to be added to the project. And the type of object we want to add is a base enum. We're going to create something that we actually will use in future lessons. So this is going to be called DB vehicle type. I'll go ahead and click Add. And this will create the object in my project. It also added a new folder for base enums. This happened because I configured my project to create object-specific folders in a previous lesson. We can also find the new data type in the AOT as well.